Hey guys, hope you're all well. Finally you join me on the Honda CRF250. I've had this now about 8 weeks, I think, and I've just not had time to do a video on it. I've been so busy, either at work or doing other things, and I've been a busy boy. We've had a couple of runs out off-roading, and we've had a brilliant time. Really good. So guys, yeah, this bike had its running in service last Tuesday, a week ago. So it's done just under 600 miles. It went to John Banks in Cambridge. It's just an oil change, and they adjusted the chain, and the throttle was a bit sticky, and some other bits and pieces. As ever, great service from John Banks, superb. So I was waiting for the running in service to be done before I did a video on it, I guess. Yeah, this bike, I think it cost me around about, well, this price is about 4,000. I set up a PCP deal, and I think I put £90 down, and I pay about £60 a month, which is nothing. And this is my sort of introduction to off-roading, enduro riding, whatever you want to call it. And I never want to take a bike to motocross track because I know I'll hurt myself. So that's why I have something that's more dual sport. It can go on the road, off-road. It's not as focused as my bro's KTM 300 TPI. I can ride this anywhere, and it's brilliant. I probably will. I'm still waiting for Honda to get back to me to see if they've got the CRF450L in stock to do a test ride on that. And it's a lot of money, and it supposedly hasn't got much brake horsepower, but we'll see. If the torque's low down in the rev range, it could be my perfect bike, because as I said, I don't want to do any full-on mad stuff. And that it's about 18 kilos lighter, the 450, compared to this, and it's got quite a bit more ground clearance. Right guys, I'm just heading to one of my little local trails where we can stop and have a chat about the bike. Right, here we go. Right, that sign means it's shut for cars between those dates, October and April, but it stays open for bikes. So this is a couple of miles from my house, not far. It's not a brilliant, amazing trail, but I'll stop up here and have a chat about the bike, just run through all the things I've added to it, and just go over whatever I can really, and tell you how I feel about it. Right. Oh, what I haven't done is I need to turn off my ABS, as into the rear wheel. You always do that before you go off-road, as I've found out, and it's good locking the back up and doing a few skids anyway. So, right guys, let's go. Right, I'm just going to take it easy down here. When we're with the lads, we do rag it a little bit down some of these tracks, but I'll just take it easy for now while I'm chatting to you guys. So yeah, this is a, whoa, it's like something out of the Omen then. So right guys, yeah, this is a pretty cheap bike compared to a lot of bikes, and I know I'm going to get comments saying, oh, it's rubbish off-road, it's this, it's that, whatever. I know it's not the most focused off-road bike in the world. I completely understand that. I got this bike as an introduction to off-roading, just to see how I get on. This is what it's about. That cow's having a pee. Right guys, just going to chat about the bike, what parts I've added, a bit of this, a bit of that. I've just stopped here next to these lovely cows with some very big horns. And yeah, just thought I'd run over some bits and pieces of the bike. Right, I'm not going to add anything else to this bike at the moment, in case I chip it in for a 450 or a KTM 300 TPI or something else. So before you guys start saying, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, I'm going to hold on just in case I do chip the bike in, because I'm not going to spend money on it, you never get that back. So I'm not going to change the tail and add a tail tidy. I'm not going to change the front sprocket. I'm not going to change the tyres at the moment. Nothing is going to be changed on it at the moment until I know what I'm going to get next. I probably should have waited and got something else to start with, but I just thought as a good introduction, this bike's brilliant. It can go pretty much anywhere any other bike can go. I've had a few issues getting stuck on tree roots when I was out with the lads. Yeah, as you can see from this quick clip, I got stuck on a tree root, but because I've got the brilliant Acerbis belly pan there, it protects all the engine and the frame. So yeah, it hasn't got the best ground clearance, this and that, but it's a great little bike. People take them around the world. It's not powerful, but it's a bit of fun. I absolutely love it. So for the moment, it's superb, absolutely superb. Right, the things I've added. Right, I will add a picture now of the rack without the bag and the petrol can on. It's from Adventure Spec. It's a really good rack, really solid. That's a Krieger US 10 with a 2.5 litre petrol can. It's empty at the moment. I've only put this on just to show you guys when we go out with the other lads there. I think Wags' free ride can run out of fuel quite quickly, so when we do a longer run, I'll take this with me. Keeps in fuel in it just in case one of the guys runs out of fuel. So that's held on by a little luggage net, which does the job. Acerbis frame protectors. I found my boot was rubbing the frame, so I've added those. And an RFX gear lever. And RFX brake lever, rear brake lever, frame protector there. These just soften some of the bumps out as well, little grip puppies. Little mirror from Adventure Spec is superb. Took the mirrors off. I hit a branch and it broke broke the glass off in one of the mirrors, so I've just taken them both off because they just get in the way. This is just enough to see what's behind you on the road, so it's invaluable. Quad lock for my phone, which is superb. Absolutely, their gear is absolutely amazing. And bark busters, and you can see already going through trees and woods, I've scraped all these, and if I did drop the bike, these would protect the levers because they're hardcore. They're super chunky. Some of the other guys on their KTMs have got these little flappy hand guards, but if they drop them, they've got a good chance of breaking their levers off. So yeah, I got these fitted by Honda, and they're not cheap, but they are very, very good. So guys, yeah, that's it, and there's nothing else. As I said, the tyres, they're crap off-road. They just fill up with mud, as you can see. I've only ridden about half a mile, so but if I do sell it, I'm not going to bother putting new tyres on yet. It's completely pointless, no point at all. And you can see I've added some stickers because I like stickers. Nothing wrong with a few stickers. I was even going to change the indicators to some little LED ones, but I'm holding on just in case I sell it. If I don't sell it, I'll start to trick this up. Change the front sprocket, tail tidy, change the indicators, put some better tyres on it. But at the moment, leaving it as it is, because I could chip it in, as I said, so I'm just going to wait for now and see how I feel. But the other guys, yeah, their bikes are definitely more focused off-road bikes with better tyres than this, but I can keep up them off-road. If we're in Wales and hit some massive rocks and stuff, I'd probably struggle, but at the moment, for what I'm doing, it's absolutely fine. We've had a day out towards Essex, went through some serious mud. I'll add a clip now to us riding through some serious deep mud. It must be about, it was over the top wheel, a couple of feet deep at least. So yeah, we've ridden through a river. It was a couple of feet deep, and this just does it. The tyres are pants, but it can go through pretty much anything I've thrown at it at the moment, but nothing too hardcore because it's not that kind of bike. But we haven't done anything that hardcore yet, so at the moment this is fine, absolutely fine. Right, let's get back on her and see where this trail leads. Well, actually I know where it leads. Not sure how muddy it will get. So yeah, if I'm out normally or down here, I wouldn't bring any of this gear. In the kit there's a toolkit, cable ties, waterproofs, all sorts of things in there. But if I normally come down here, I don't bother bringing that. There's no point. But if we're out on a bigger run, then that's invaluable. The stuff that's in there can get us out of trouble. So yeah, that's what I've added to the bike. Nothing major. As I said, maybe selling it soon, trading it in for something better. Not 100% sure yet. but we shall see. I don't know. Right, I saw some walkers somewhere up here, so as you guys in the UK know, on byways you just have to be careful and keep your eye out for everybody. Well, this grass is really, really slippery. I think my tyres are loaded up with bloody, they're loaded up with mud. So yeah guys, anyone wanting to get into green laning, off-roading and want a dual sport, don't want to spend a fortune, then this bike is brilliant. And it has enough power off-road when you need it. You don't need to go crazy off-road, it's pointless, just take your time. Oh, here's the walkers. Alright. Which side of the road are you going to go on? That's it, keep your dog on the lead. Cheers. Just respect other people, especially horses. You see a horse, turn off your engine, especially two strokes. Horses hate two strokes for some reason. I think it's the pitch of the engine. See, us guys are having great fun teaching ourselves about off-roading, about standing up and body position, and it's been brilliant. Absolutely, yeah, we've loved it. It's been superb, absolutely superb. Right, another track here that is closed from the 1st of October. They've shut this gate, but not closed for bikes because it's just a sign with a car on it. This little bike flies along when you want it to. It's brilliant. So it was another gorgeous day. My last day off was brilliant. I was on the Multistrada, Ducati Multistrada, and it's brilliant. It's about 23 degrees again. It's just rained for 2 days and now it's lovely. Right, this bike, I'll get this up to about 60 miles an hour. It will cruise at 60, even 70 miles an hour, no problems at all. With the tyres, even though they're a bit rubbish off-road, on road they're fine. But I do need some more focused off-road tyres if I do keep this bike and we end up going to Wales and doing some more serious stuff. Because the tyres make a huge difference to the bike, no question. I'll probably go for some Dunlop I think they're D606s. I might have got that wrong. I think Mr. H has got them on his DRZ. But yeah, these are pants. Right. Another one of my little local byways, same again. Shut for cars, open for bikes. Right guys, let's have a little run down here. I'm hoping the camera isn't too covered in mud down there because it does get caked. Yeah, that was a little bit deeper than I thought, that puddle. I've been down here a gazillion times, but I've never been down here when it's been this wet. Right, let's carry on. Yeah guys, I rarely come out on my own. I normally am out with my bro or someone else. It's a bit safer. That's why I'm just taking this really easy, because if you're on your own and something happens, you're a bit stuck. So I'm just taking it steady. But yeah, this is some of the slipperiest conditions I've ridden in. Whey! As I said, we've had a couple of days of rain. And it is mega slippery. And with these tyres on this bike, they are just pants. They get proper chocked up with mud. I've been taking it pretty easy with this bike when I was running it in. I wasn't revving it too hard, and now I'm just opening up a little bit more, which is fine. But it's just nice being out in the fresh air, in the countryside. I know these lanes here are boring. I've only come out and actually, I'm only doing this video for you guys, just to have a chat about the bike. Yeah, we've done some brilliant runs out in some serious muddy stuff. And we've had such a laugh. A few of us have had a few wipeouts, but nothing major. I think Gaz dropped his on the grass. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's no grip at all. So it just lights up the rear because it's so slippery. You can see my tracks from before, look. It's just wheel spinning. But the back brake, it's brilliant. You just skid it round. But these tyres have got a bit of grip, but they're not brilliant. But it's just having the confidence to bring a bike off road and just practice. That's what it's about. Whoa! Oh, I forgot that was that massive puddle again. That is deep. Just have to be careful when you've been off-roading. When you get back on the road, the tyres are covered in mud, to take it a little bit easy. This bike gets up to speed, no problem at all. And as I said, I know people are going to moan and say, oh, it's rubbish, it's this, it's that. But anyone who's got one of these, for the money it costs, for the fun you get out of it is off the chart. It's like, this is half the price of the my brother's KTM 300. I'll link in this video now my bro's KTM 300 EXC TPI when we went to look at it, and he put a deposit down on it. And he had the professional lowering kit added to it, and it's proven to be a little bit low. It's not got much ground clearance, so what he's done, he's had it set up properly for his weight. Oh, some of these puddles don't look very deep, but they're really deep. This little bike's brilliant fun. It's a little bit heavy compared to the other guys' KTMs, obviously, because they are more focused enduro bikes. The ground clearance isn't brilliant. Power-wise, You know, I'm used to 100 horsepower on the Africa Twin, 150 odd on the Monster. This has got 24 horsepower. But, do you know what? It doesn't matter. It's brilliant fun. Absolutely brilliant fun. The thing with Gaz's KTM, they do sound great. Cheers. Another dog walker. Yeah, I just don't know yet if the 450 CRF450 is going to be worth double the price of this bike. If it's only got 24 horsepower, supposedly, it just... And in the States, they get a 50 horsepower. Stupid EU regs, it just doled down the whole 450 for the European market. But I don't know if there's if you can do something, you can have it, change the pipe on it, give it more power. I don't know, maybe you can. I'm waiting for other people to get them to see what they think. I think 44 Teeth have done an off-road day with Honda on the 450L. So, waiting to see what they think. But yeah, I'm a bit reluctant to pay £9.5 grand for something that's not much better than this. For the kind of riding that I do, yeah, it probably won't be worth it. But we shall see. But the other guys are all enjoying their bikes. Simon's got one of these. Matt and Gary got their KTMs. Wags has got a free ride. Mr. H has got a DRZ, which you saw earlier in the vid, going for a river. You know, the dual sports are heavier, there's no question. But since I changed this back brake lever and I've adjusted it a little bit, it's so much sharper. It's superb. Super duper. Heads. So yeah, great little bike, absolutely brilliant. For the money, it's superb. Depends what you want. I guess if you're going to do a lot of off-roading, then this isn't the kind of bike for you. But if you want to ride to the trails or use it for commuting, which I've done a few times as well, then this little thing's brilliant. Right, I know there's lots of apps you can get, but all I've been using so far is the OS map, and it's very, very accurate. It doesn't zoom in any more than that, but that arrow is me, and I'm facing the other way. I see the byways really clearly. It's like it's a little pink cross. Well, it's a black dash and a pink cross. So I've been using this. It's never let me down. When we were in Thetford, there's so many tracks to go on, and this OS map was perfect. We don't want to go on tracks that aren't byways. It's just not. It's just too dangerous. Because people are walking down there, and it's illegal as well. So unlike you guys in America, you can ride it anywhere you want. We can't do that. We have to stick to these byways. So this little map is great. I've got a View Ranger app. You can plot routes and stuff. I haven't got to grips with that yet. But this, if you're stuck, you just stop, click on that, shows exactly where you are. You can work out where the other green lanes are, and it's brilliant. Absolutely superb. And this, because this phone's an iPhone X, it's waterproof, so I don't need any other case on it, and I can just stop and play around with it. All my gear that I'm wearing, I'll have to do another video on that. It's all pretty much motocross gear. We've all worked out that, especially in the summer, the best gear to wear is motocross gear. It's lightweight, it's not hot, it's vented. Come winter, that's a different story. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. At the moment, all I'm doing, if we go anywhere and it looks a bit chilly, I just got some waterproofs in my Krieger. So I wear this gear and I just shove waterproofs over the top. But if we do some bigger trips to Wales or wherever we end up going, I'll probably get some different winter gear. At the moment, these motocross trousers, I've burnt a hole through these. If you can see that with my exhaust, I leant up against the bike and burnt my holding my trousers. Idiot. So yeah, I've got a full Fox body armour suit underneath this thing. I don't feel as safe as I do with my airbag jacket on, but I can't wear that off-road, because if that goes off and I have a little tumble, it's £500 to reset it, so that's not going to happen. Right guys, just heading home now. Hope you enjoyed this vid. Any questions, as ever, give me a shout and I'll answer as many questions as I can. I know there's other things this bike I haven't gone over, but yeah, I've got bad memory and I forget things, so yeah, ask me whatever you want to ask me. Right guys, take it easy and I'll see you next time. Cheers.